Hey guys, so this past weekend, instead of painting like I probably should have, I spent my entire weekend at a local gaming con, Mace, and I got introduced to another war game, which I'd had my eye on for a while since Beasts of War did a few things on it. Infinity. For those of you who aren't already familiar with it, it is another 28 millimeter scale war game, but some of the big changes are from the standard mainstays of wargaming is that you don't have an it's my turn, it's your turn sort of game mechanic. You have an active reactive player mechanic where if you're slipping in between buildings and someone else can draw a line of sight on you from your opponent's force, they could potentially shoot you as you pass by. So what I'm working on now, because I was so inspired by this gameplay, I picked up one of the starter boxes and I started building a table. So this stuff here is some lovely resin cast terrain that I made some time ago, and I spent most of yesterday casting more tiles and just making a whole bunch of it. This is going to be a fixed board terrain, so there may be some modular stuff on it, but not very much. The idea is we're going to make some ruined buildings here, and this is not actually the layout. I've got some plans that I sort of rethought things overnight, and we're going to be making some interesting terrain for this board. We've got some shops here, and then out here in the middle, we're going to do basically a giant parking lot. I'm going to build the parking lot first, and then fill it with cars and basically debris and rubble. The cars aren't actually just going to be parked there. It's going to be like a scrapyard, sort of. And then towards the back edge of the board, possibly a portion of a collapsed parking deck. So this should be interesting, and I'll keep you guys up to date as I go. I'm going to get the final layout of this done and then tack it down with some liquid nails. So I'll keep you guys posted as I go along. So here we are with the final layout here. I'll probably be adding a few more barriers in, but it's all glued down now, and I like the more irregular look of it. So down here at I guess miniature eye level, you can see there's a lot of line of sight blockage, which is a key thing in Infinity, as opposed to most other war games where the limiting factor is your actual range for your weapon. That's not really the case in Infinity. Most weapons can shoot clear across the board. It's just a matter of drawing line of sight. So you got to have lots of things to block up the firing lanes here. So I got this now, and I'll probably use some of this pile of tiles out here for some other either project or some other part on the board. But I guess the next step really is going to be to probably lay down the asphalt texture for the rest of the board and then start building up from there. For that, I did a little bit of research and thought about a couple different things, including some of the products that Woodland Scenics makes. But the problem there is just general expense. I've got a lot of area to cover here. Still probably 2/3 of a 4x8 board here to cover. So what I think I'm probably going to do is make up my own asphalt mix, which will probably consist of black paint, some PVA glue or wood glue, and a whole bunch of baking soda, just to give it that grit. And then I'll pour it in and spread it out either with a putty knife or just roll it on if I can get a roller that'll hold up to it. So anyway, I will go ahead and do that in the next little bit here, and I will check back in for probably the final update of the evening, and we'll see you then. Alright everybody, so here's the last update for tonight. So I know it looks really strange right now, but what I've done so far is I laid down a mixture of Loctite wood glue here. It's just this stuff here. It's the original I guess formula for that stuff. There's a whole bunch of different ones, but I'm just using the original. Not to say that you can't use the others, but just for sake of disclosure here, that's what I'm using. I mix it with a little bit of black paint and just spread it out all over the board. I think I cut it with a little bit of water too, just so it would flow a little easier. Coated everything in it, and then threw down baking soda on top of it. I'm gonna probably recoat everything in a gray paint, unless the gray, seeps through to all of it, and in which case I probably won't do much, but do a dry brush over the whole thing. This is all gonna have to get primed eventually, but my original thought was to do the baking soda mixed in with the glue and the paint, but you guys are in for a treat. This is a special type of hobby abomination here that was created when you mix the baking soda in with it. This is after just a few seconds. This is really wet to the touch, but no paint is coming off on my hands. It all sort of binds together into this squishy, nasty mess. I'm going to be real quiet here for a second so you guys can hear. It sort of breaks away like nasty, rubbery mess. Now there may be uses for this, and I'd love to hear from you guys what you think it might be for, or might be good for, but it is a nasty, soppy mess right now. I mean, I could just wring it out onto the floor, and yeah, I'm not really sure what to do with this mess other than throw it away. I'm sure that one day I'll think of something, but yeah, if you guys can give me something interesting to do with it, I'll be happy to to do something on camera with it. Some terrain or something. I guess it could be a mangled mess of asphalt or something, but not for this project. So this is what I got so far, and I think we're going to be signing off for the night here, but I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll keep you posted as I make progress on this one. I'm really excited about this project, and I will see you guys in the next video. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. Please leave any comments, especially if you think of something that I can use that nasty, nasty mess for. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much.